The dream of independent cinema usually begins with the pure act of creation. You're on a well-lit set, looking through the viewfinder and calling action on a vision you've carried for years. However, the reality for most creators is a sequence of rejected pitch decks, crowdfunding campaigns that fail to reach their goals, and finished films that play to rows of empty theater seats. A groundbreaking script and stunning cinematography are insufficient on their own. If the underlying business mechanics, the funding, the contracts, and the marketing are neglected, the art remains invisible. A cinematic masterpiece that never reaches an audience represents a breakdown in executive management. The story stopped because the business engine failed to start. Traditional film education focuses heavily on the technical and the creative. You spend years learning how to frame a subject or how to achieve the perfect exposure for a specific mood. They ignored distribution models and the active marketing required to actually find a buyer for your work. IndieFilmWorks was built to provide both halves of that education. It is curated by Professor Angelo Ford, who holds both an MFA, a Master of Fine Arts in Creative Practice, and an MBA, a Master of Business Administration in Strategic Management. The industry often trains filmmakers to think only as artists, but the current market only rewards those who also function as CEOs. Our 60-second film school methodology addresses this by breaking down complex cinematic concepts into daily, actionable microlessons. As seen here, aspect ratios define the shape of your narrative canvas, changing how the audience perceives the story. A 4:3 ratio creates intimacy, while a 2.35:1 widescreen format emphasizes the scale of expansive landscapes. We move from the set into the editing suite, explaining how the technical assembly of shots is used to control the audience's emotional response. This diagram shows tools used to manage tension. A jump cut creates an instantaneous skip in time to increase energy, whereas a cutaway momentarily moves the viewer to a different object, like a clock. Mastery over these transitions keeps audiences engaged. Professional execution depends on having a complete, instantly accessible toolbox. You use your training to build the vision on demand. Artistic skill is the foundation, but the business strategy is what provides the lift. This is where the curriculum integrates Davenport Edge. Davenport Edge serves as a hub for executive strategy and high-performance leadership. It utilizes the Alessa Bellini AI persona to provide filmmakers with a financial and strategic perspective usually reserved for high-level executives. Sustaining a career in the modern film industry requires the same level of strategic planning and risk management found in the technology sector. This graphic details the anatomy of a professional press kit, a package of promotional materials including synopses, cast bios, and high-resolution stills. Standardizing these components for digital distribution makes it easier for critics to cover your film, building necessary buzz. This shows the different distribution models available. You must decide whether to pursue a traditional theatrical release for prestige or a DIY self-distribution model for full control. Applying this strategic distribution engine converts a project into a professional career. When a film is supported by both technical craft and professional business strategy, it gains a life cycle that outlasts its premiere. It becomes a time capsule that preserves a specific story and performance for the future. This leads to Lesson 60, Infinite Perpetuity. Because of digital preservation and global streaming, a completed film now exists forever. Its value grows as it is discovered by new generations across decades. A movie can only achieve this lasting connection if the filmmaker builds the necessary infrastructure to launch it correctly. You are building for the long term, not just for the opening weekend. You can begin building that professional infrastructure today within the IndieFilmWorks school community. The school community provides daily 60-second lessons and a network of peers where you can get actionable feedback on your work. This daily practice prepares you for the deep dive master courses available on IndieFilmWorks.com, which offer comprehensive training on the entire production and business lifecycle. Stop leaving your film's success to chance. Join the school community today and start building your cinematic legacy. This curriculum integrates AI technology with high-level artistic and business curation. All content is AI-generated and curated by film professor Angelo Ford, MBA, MFA.